Hi, welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Unapologetic Beauty. This is your one-stop shop for all things beauty, hair, makeup. We do it all. We do it all. You're good. I got you. Don't worry. You ain't got to go nowhere else because I got you. I got you right here. So today we're going to be doing a flawless makeup routine for acne, textured skin, hyperpigmentation, large pores, like pores, like how to cover all of that in your makeup and get flawless makeup that lasts all day. It's sweat proof. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first we're going in with our Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel, and this is a great moisturizer, and it's really going to lock in all that moisture, add it back to my skin, and that is so important for a flawless foundation. Now we're going in our Benefit Professional Primer, and this is excellent for anyone with large pores because it really minimizes pores and blurs them out. Note that I'm pressing the primer into my skin because that's what you want to do to create the most coverage over your pores, is to press it into your pores. Now I'm taking the Becca Evermatte primer and I am going to do the same thing, pat this all over my skin because I want to absorb all the oil. I don't want any oil. I want some matte locked skin. Now I'm taking my concealer and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap this all over my marks on my face. You really want to use a full coverage concealer if you have acne scarring or anything that just is really tough to cover up. If you're not someone who likes to color, I don't like to color correct, so if you don't like to color correct, you're going to need a heavy duty concealer. Now, when it comes to putting on foundation, you want to use a sponge and you want to tap this into your skin. And the reason why it is so, you also want to start off with a light layer. So you go in with your first layer and you tap that all over your skin, making sure to take your time and blend. Don't forget your ears, don't forget your neck, don't forget your hairline. Just tap it into your skin. So with your application, you want to tap this into your skin. You don't want to use a brush because a brush will swipe and it'll raise the texture of your skin up, and you want a flawless application. So it's important that you start off with a light layer. You go all the way in with that layer, completely covering your skin, your ears. You want to make sure you get everything. Take your time and blend it out. And once you have that first layer, then you go in with more. But it's important that you use a sponge and tap. That is the #1 rule. Tap that into your skin. Once you have your first layer and you see anything peeking through, then you add more and you tap that into your skin. But do not ever swipe on your skin. That is so important. And the reason why I like to use a medium to full coverage foundation because it's buildable. And when you have textured skin, it's easy to get cake. So it's important to build. And I only take a brush on my neck area. Now, using concealer, we're going to go under our eyes and we're going to highlight. I do not put foundation under my eye area. I try to keep that area blank because the other thing you really want to prevent when you have textured, acne-prone skin, oily skin, it's any type of skin, you want to prevent cakiness. And so by leaving that area blank and only putting concealer there, it allows me to prevent cakiness because I'm not piling on product in that area. Because honestly, our under eye area is so sensitive, it cannot take a lot of product. So that's why it is important to not put any in that area, to just put concealer because it allows you to prevent cakiness. And another way that I prevent cakiness is I do not swipe the product on my face. I do not swipe like how the lines that everyone does. I don't do that. I tap the product. As you can see, I'm tapping it down the bridge of my nose. I tap the product under my eyes. I tap it on my forehead. So the little dot method that was trending a long time, that will be your best friend when it comes to putting on concealer because tapping it prevents you messing up your foundation. It prevents you causing any cakiness. It just really helps everything goes on smoothly. Now, it's okay with the concealer in that outer area because when you're contouring, because that area typically, doesn't get cakey and it doesn't mess up. But still, even with blending out my contour, I'm still tapping. You never want to swipe because swiping is not going to do anything but erase all that work that we put in with our first concealer and our foundation. And we do not want that coverage to be erased because we got a lot we got to cover. So you need to take your time and tap your foundation in, your concealer in, your contour in, your highlight in. You want to tap everything in. And I only use a brush for my contour. When I get to my highlight, we're back to the sponge. Anything in that inner area of our face, we want to use a sponge. Now, under your chin, that's okay. You can swipe there. But I still try to only do tapping motions all over my face because we don't want no cakiness, baby. We want flawless, 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 flawless. And just take your time in every step, whether it's contour, whether it's foundation, whether it's concealer. Take your time blending because it is so important that each layer is properly blended, because that is the key to a flawless foundation. You just want to take your time blending out each layer before moving on to the next. Now, when it comes to blending out concealer, I start on the outer edges of the concealer, the triangle that I've made. I start on those outer edges before working my way in. And the reason why is because that allows for a smooth transition from my highlight to my contour. I'm able to blend that concealer into my foundation, which blends into my contour, and everything looks seamless. You want seamless skin, honey. And again, we're tapping. This time we dampen the beauty blender. Well, the sponge. That's not a beauty blender. It's a rotating sponge. But we dampened it, and we're just tapping into our skin, taking our time, blending everything out. Another note, you might have noticed that I only kept my highlight on my forehead right near my eyebrows, and I brought my contour down lower. That is an important step if you really want to camouflage a large forehead. You want to bring that contour down low and keep the highlight right around your eyebrows. Now, once you blend everything out, you want to take that sponge all over your skin, making sure everything is blended into each other. You want to press it on your contoured areas. You want to press it on your highlight areas where the highlight meets the contour. You just want to press that sponge everywhere on your skin because you really want everything to blend into each other. That is so important. Now I'm just contouring my nose, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap that under my eyebrow, the front of my eyebrow, and I'm going to tap it all the way down the sides. That's how I do my contour on my nose, because you really want that contour to blend into your eyebrow and eyeshadow area, so all of that just looks just snatched and just put together, honey. Now, taking our Cover FX setting powder, we are going to set this face because you don't want it to move, you don't want it to crease. Make sure you look up when you're pressing that powder into your under eye area. And we're going to take the thinnest layer and press that into all of our highlighted areas because we don't want any cakiness. And I know I say this is for texture skin a lot in this video because it is, but these techniques can apply to any skin type, any at all. And so you're just going to press that into your highlighted areas, a thin light layer, and then we're going to reverse contour. It's okay. You can bake with this part because you really don't get cakiness in that area of your face. Now taking our bronzer, I know I swiped. I'm sorry. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from them and do not swipe. Tap this into our skin because we do not want to mess up our hard work. We have worked hard up to this point to get flawless foundation, and we do not want to mess that up. So tap that bronzer into your skin. Now we're going to bake. We're going to take our baking powder and we're just going to put that in the corner of our eye towards the center. That's the only place we're going to bake. I used my Can't Stop, Won't Stop this time, and we just took that from the side of our nose to the middle of our under eye area, no further. That's all we did with that. That's the only areas that we're baking. Now we're taking our contour and we're tapping that right into the center of our cheekbones. Now when we took our bronzer kind of where the highlight and the contour met each other. And we took that around the edge of in the same place on our forehead where the highlight and the contour met each other. But with the contour, we're actually taking that into our cheekbones and around our hairline and under our chin. We're taking that in the actual contoured areas of our face. The bronzer kind of blends everything. It warms up the face. So you want that to go above your contour where that highlight and contour meets each other, around those edges, to really just to blend everything out. That's the purpose of that. You just want the contour to blend, the bronzer, to blend everything out, blend it all into each other. But the contour, you want to take that right into your hollows of your cheeks. Now we're going to brush everything away. I use a brush in my reverse contour area, but then I took a sponge and tapped that in. And I did the same thing under my eye, tapping that in with a sponge, not using a brush, just to make everything seamless and melt into each other. Now taking my face powder, I'm going to tap that in with that same sponge, really focusing on the areas where the contour meets the highlight, so everything just looks, once again, seamless. Now here's an important tip. We're going to take our setting spray, spread it all over our face. I was running out, but don't be like me. And we're going to use a sponge. We're going to press that into our skin, really focusing on that under eye area, because this melts those powders on your face and just, oh my gosh, it just makes your skin look so beautiful. Now we're going to go to blush. I'm going to use a stippling brush, and I'm going to tap that blush on my skin, just really just focusing it, trying to get a nice flush coral tone going on there. Now we're going to highlight. We're going to take a brush and we're going to tap this on the tops of our cheeks. We're going to take it to our chin, our forehead. I took some on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose. We're just trying to look golden, just golden, glowy, beautiful. We're trying to be great here, And I do apologize for talking so much, but I just really want you all to just take these tips. And here's one: using your beauty sponge to blend the area between your highlight and your contour. You really want that to, once again, be seamless. So definitely take your sponge and blend the highlight out with that sponge. Okay. Child, we done with the face for now. So we're going to take our ABH Sultry palette and we're going to go in with that first shade. And we're going to take that in our brow bone area. We're going to just blend it as our transition shade until we get the pigment that we want before we move on to our next shade. Now this is going to be a really simple eye look because it's not about the eyes. We're not focusing on the eyes. Now we're going in with that next shade, which is a brown. And it's this actually turned out not the way I wanted to. This actually ended up being a taupey brown smoky eye. I wasn't expecting that. This is my first time doing that. But we're just going to take that in our crease area and we're just going to blend that out. Now taking that final brown, we're just going to add that to our crease and do the same thing. Blend it till we get that to the pigment of brown, the shade of brown that we want it to. We're going to try to, wing it a little bit. And we're just going to keep blending that out until we get it to, the way we want it to look. Now we're just taking those other shades, the previous browns, and we're just going back over those just to blend everything into each other and just to make everything, what's my favorite word? Yeah, seamless. So that's what we're doing, just going back in with the different browns, just reblending everything to create, the pigmentation that we want. Now we're taking that gold and we're going on our lid. We're going to take it high up as if we were cutting the crease. We're going to kind of cut the crease with that shadow. So we're going to take it a little bit high up and we're just going to pack it all. I did with the shadow so, pop. Get some popping going on. And we took it a little bit above the crease, like up towards the crease. Not above the crease, but up towards the crease to really kind of be like a cut crease look. And yep, that's all we really did. And we just went back and blended out the edges with that dark brown. Here's the last shadow that we're going to use, and I'm just going to take my finger and tap that on the center of my lid. And once I'm done, I'm going to blend the other shadows into it. Here I'm just taking my Stila eyeliner and I'm just going to create a wing, because you know, baby, you got to have a wing. And I'm lightly dusting away, very lightly dusting away the fallout under my eyes. This is why I like to do my eyeshadow first, so you don't have to, you know, swipe your foundation once you get done with it and like end up messing up your foundation. So that's why I like to do my eyeshadow first. But for this look, you know, since it was a foundation routine, I went ahead and did the foundation first. But you know, make sure you just very lightly swipe. And here I am taking my highlighter that we used on our face, and I'm putting it in my brow bone, and I'm going to put it in my inner corner as our inner corner highlight for today. So I didn't like how black the liner was with that taupe look. So here I'm just taking that dark brown and I'm just running that across the liner to kind of blend it out and just smoke it out with this look. You know, I just like that I just liked how it looked, you know, and I took that under my lash line too, and I went under that with the lighter brown shade that we used. If you made it this far, I fucks with you. You the GOAT. You so real. I love you. You have my heart. Alright guys, so we're back and this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm so happy how my foundation came out. I've really been struggling. Really hope you learned a lot from this video and I can help you, because these are just little tidbits and techniques that I've implemented along the way that I hope can help someone else. Make sure you like, comment down below what you want to see next, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload. And since you're here, you might as well watch another video. I'll probably have it linked somewhere. Maybe it'll be here, maybe it'll be there. I don't know, it'll be somewhere. But watch another video, stay around, have some fun, you know, binge me or whatever. And watch out for my next videos, because I got a lot of videos coming up. I'm really going to try to go hard with uploading these videos. So I got a lot in store, I got a lot planned. So just stay tuned and I'll see you guys next time. No one told you they love you today. I love you. God loves you. Be blessed.